Well, I think, first of all, the nature of the court. You have the Trump Triumvirate of the three Trump justices, which gives us a potential 6-3 majority. And even if Chief Justice Roberts, opts out, we still have 5 votes. So I think that's the first thing. Second thing is the Mississippi law is a good law. Good laws make for good court cases, and bad laws make for bad court cases. And this is a good law. It's a very defensible law. 15 weeks, no abortion on demand after 15 weeks. There is an exception for some permanent damage to the mother or life of the mother. There's an exception for fetal fatality if the baby does not have the ability to survive outside the womb. Then you can have an abortion, and it's really a good law. It was written by women legislators, argued by a female attorney general. It's an excellent law, and I think it has an excellent chance of sustaining the same Supreme Court challenge. More chance, I think, than the Texas law does. The Texas law, the fact that it is citizens who go to civil court to make the complaint or the charge, I think is going to be cumbersome for the court to get around.
Now, Dr. Land also said the Mississippi Act broadly represents where Americans are on abortion, but cautioned changing the law is just the beginning. He said laws ultimately don't change attitudes, pointing out how the 1964 Civil Rights Act has not ended racism.
Back in 1964, when the Civil Rights Bill passed, there was a gathering at the White House that night. It was a long struggle to pass that wonderful legislation. And Billy Graham was there, and Hubert Humphrey, who was then a senator and had been very much involved in getting the Civil Rights Bill passed, came over to the White House, and he walked up to Billy Graham and he said, "Billy, we've passed the law, but unless people like you change hearts and minds, it really won't have that much impact. The upholding of the Mississippi law is just the beginning. Changing the law is just the beginning. Then we have to change hearts and minds." I mean, we passed a law in 1964 on civil rights. We're still having to change hearts and minds when it comes to racism. It's about hearts and minds.